Hey Aries, welcome to the Cosmic Jackal Tarot and your host Mirage. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your Aquarius season reading. So I want to show you guys this real quick because y'all didn't see it the last time I did a reading. Sorry, that's my agua fresca on the side, don't mind that. Yeah, I have my little vision board. It might not all get completed this year, but it's the thought that counts, so you may see me referencing it here and there during certain readings, but I did put it up about a week ago, and yeah, I'm really proud of it, so there's that. But let's get started. We're gonna start off with your Mystical Shaman Oracle, and this reading is going to be shorter than the 2024 readings, obviously, because we're just doing this for a season, but you know, once again, Happy New Year. All right, you guys got the Coyote. So some of you could have been born on the 12th of April, maybe the 1st, maybe the 2nd, maybe the 3rd. Coyote is all about scavenging, seeing what's out there, making your mark. You know, you're a hunter by nature, even though like you guys are a ram. It's usually Sagittarius that's referred to as the hunter, but you guys like to go out and hunt and be wild too. There's a lot of wonders to behold or beheld here. So, you know, just keep being a free spirit. Don't let anything get in the way of what you want. And some of you could be thought of as shapeshifters. Like, you know, you are 1 minute probably not in the best condition, or maybe you're just not feeling that great. And then within the blink of an eye, you're already in a whole new energy or taking up a whole new persona for some of you. That may vary. All right, let's do your moonology. Let's see how you are emotionally during this time. Okay, we have full moon in Libra. Find a balance. This could be relevant to a good portion of you where, I mean, this is the beginning of a new year, but, you know, I think when it says to find balance, it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, get your work and your social life in order and things like that. I think what it really means is finding a balance within oneself. And, you know, it might just be time to take what you learned from the very last year and start applying it to this year. And I feel like some of you probably do know that, but it's like, hey, if you are still trying to do something or get something taken care of, and you're still finding a hard time doing it, it might be time to switch things up. Or it might be that that thing will happen or occur whenever the time is right. But it's that it might not be that you have to find the time. It's just that within the universe, like maybe it's just not meant to be at this time. Some of you may even need to probably balance finances, balance emotions, balance your home life. Like, you know, that might be a little chaotic. Just start at one thing at a time, because it's again the example of like, I want to have a social life, but my job kind of gets in the way of that, or vice versa. You're gonna have to figure out like going deeper. Like, is it that your social life is really that complicated, or is it just time for you to find a new set of friends or find some hobbies that, you know, you can interact with to not feel like you're so overwhelmed, or that you're missing out on something, or that, you know, maybe you're feeling lonely, whatever have you. But you would want to just kind of figure out, what is it that I'm taking into the new year that no longer needs to be here? Think about it like that. And the more you start picking things apart and realizing like, I don't really need to deal with this, you know, or maybe I want to deal with this, but I want to do it better, you'll find a way to do it. Hold on. Sorry, I just hear like a lot of noise in the living room. I went to go make sure that the dogs weren't messing with my nephew's toys. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna next do the Cosmic Insights. I think it's also called the Cosmic Tarot. I don't know. I'm gonna just start calling it the Cosmic Insights because like it's really confusing how they try to put it down for you. And we're just gonna choose 3. This reading is gonna be shorter. Like I said, it's just for one season. Okay, I just need one more spirit. Thank you. All right. All right, so in the beginning of Aquarius season, you have spy. Someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. Someone's taking a gander at what you got going on. Could be for ill intent. It could be because they're genuinely concerned for you. Next, you have guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. It might not even be that someone had passed recently. It could just be something ancestral or a spirit guide of sorts. Maybe it's the universe itself, if you guys believe in God, or any sort of version of God, you know, depending on your religion. If you are religious, that could also be a thing. But the way I see it, like I said, you're being watched. And then finally we have give it time, but it's in reverse. And that's towards like the end of the season. So I'm thinking that some of you just need to make amends with what you can in this life, or in this year. Why am I saying this life? I hope if any of you pass, like, I'm gonna be so upset, but like, you know, life is what it is. I don't mean to make light of death or anything like that, but sometimes things happen, you know? So there might be something that you're being told to move on from. Don't be stubborn, whatever it is. Like, once we get towards the end of the season, which would be like very mid-February, understand that, like, if something is just pulling too much on your energy, it's just time to let it go. And you could be getting some ideas of what it could be towards the end. Like, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a project. But if it's just, again, like, taking too much from you and not giving enough back, or giving anything back for that matter, yeah, don't give it more time and think that things are going to get better. It might just be time to let it go. Could even be a habit for some of you, perhaps. Next, we're going to do the Mermaid Tarot deck for the overall theme of the reading, and you guys got Two of Pentacles. So this is the same thing, finding balance. And you might be finding that this is going to be easier to do the more that you actually pursue the goal of realizing that, you know, if you want better finances, okay, you just got to figure out a way to feel more abundant so that this balance happens. If some of you may be in the entertainment business. You might be people who, y'all probably have a very active lifestyle. Some of you could be like yoga teachers. You could be Reiki healers. You could be jugglers, acrobats. You could be dancers. Whatever you think about. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be fitness related. You could just be someone that's active. Like, you do rock climbing. You could even be a traveler or a travel vlogger. But I think if you have found that, like, in the time that you've been pursuing something, or, you know, actively trying to do something, and once again, it just feels like it's very overwhelming, or you're having a hard time getting everything to just kind of mold together, it might just be time to figure out, like, why that is and how to go about it. All right, next we're going to do your Tarot of the Divine, or the Divine Tarot. Ha! I don't know why I can't think straight today. All right. Okay. All right, so in the beginning, you have Spy over the Three of Swords. So whatever the spy energy is, there's definitely someone that's trying to enact some sort of betrayal. They're not being very honest. It could be a third party situation. It could be with an air sign. We are in Aquarius season, but if it's not an Aquarius, it could also be Gemini or Libra, or someone that has this in their chart. Now, that being said, again, this could also be someone that just spreads rumors and they're thinking they're not going to get caught. You might not be on to them just yet, but when it comes to the next card, Guardian over the Ten of Wands, yeah, whatever this is, or whoever this is, it was burdensome. And that betrayal led to a very heavy ending. Like, there's a lot of work that had to be done, and some of it was just so heavy that you had to just leave it behind. You see how the skull is cracked? What that means is, like, regardless of the progress, nothing can stop something that's meant to just happen. So if someone is doing something to sabotage you, like take credit for your work, or trying to put you in the hot seat, blame you for something you didn't do, or maybe you did do something, but you definitely didn't have bad intentions, or, you know, maybe you made a mistake and you tried to fix it, but this person just kind of aired you out. Or it could also be someone that maybe they cheated on you, or maybe they are telling people you're the one that's cheating, that sort of thing. Like basically someone's running their mouth and you're like, okay, you're putting too much on my plate, I don't need it no more. So that has been a very oncoming ending for some of you. And then we have Give It Time in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, definitely a breakup here. If you guys were engaged, that's going to be annulled. If you guys were getting ready to get married, that it has been called off. So definitely there's a separation here is what I'm getting from that. Don't mean to be gloomy about it, but I mean, for some of you, you may need to just kind of see things for how they are so that you don't continue the rest of the year, because this is just technically January, February. Okay. So yeah, some of you would want to know that between January and February that this is going to happen now versus you spend the rest of your year like, why didn't anybody warn me? Why didn't blah, 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 blah. Like, you're watching this channel for a reason, okay? So even if you don't get like a reading that's really uplifting and beautiful, sometimes it's just like, hey, I'm also going to tell you about the inner work you might think you don't have to do, or you might not be aware of. But, you know, rather I tell you than you find out on your own. But once again, you felt the need to click, and here you are. So take it for what it is. Next, we're going to clarify with the Modern Spellcaster deck. This is my very first deck, bro, that I ever used to get into tarot. And, bro, yep. This is so crazy how this is literally reflecting everything I just said. Like, just so y'all can see it, I didn't make it up. That was alive. This is crazy. So, despite having Spy, we're gonna put that down for a second. You have the Page of Cups over the Three of Swords, and let me cover her Tata. This is someone that they're very greedy. They're very selfish. They're very self-centered, right? It could be a younger water sign as well. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, perhaps. But if not, you know, this person is very emotionally immature. So once again, like I said, there's someone that's just kind of like watching you or if it's not that they're watching you, air talks about communication. So it could be someone that's just like gossiping or mouthing off, or just basically, no matter how you look at it, the Three of Swords is something being done behind your back. But this could also be a third party relationship, and or a third party, not relationship, but like someone's cheating on you, or they have somebody else that's an accomplice to their ill deeds. And what's crazy is there's 3 people on this card. So what that tells me is like, you've probably been pouring into someone who does not care who they hurt. They're going to be the first to get what they want, and then everybody else is going to have to wait until they're over it, or until they're done, or until they are in a generous mood. This is someone that's pretty narcissistic, so, you know, it is what it is. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse over the Ten of Wands. This person is blocking your blessings. So that's why this ending had to come. And like I said, you could have a guardian, whether it's a spirit guide, whether it's like an ancestor from the other realm, regardless, or it could even be someone that's in your energy. It could be a friend, it could be, a parent, it could be, some other relative, it could be another coworker or your boss, but someone is looking out for you, letting you know like, hey, you're not going to get this, this happy family life, open communication, being comfortable, being able to work as a team, because this ending has to come. And it, again, like, so long as you keep prolonging whatever this ending needs to be, the further you are from this coming into your path, right? Sometimes the universe doesn't necessarily punish us because it likes to watch us cry and stuff, but more so it's like, I cannot give you what you're asking for or what you're trying to manifest if you keep somebody around or something around, or, you have a habit that you won't let go of to make room for this. Or better yet, it's just a form of protection. Like, I could bless you, but what's the point if you're going to let everybody suck the energy out of you, right? And then following, this is where I was like, damn. Four of Wands in reverse over the Four of Wands in reverse. So if you were ever like, no, you know, maybe they'll get it together. I just got to be patient. You know, like they're just going through. No, that's why it's in reverse. You were not to give it any more of your time. An ending is an ending. And if you don't end it, the universe will figure out a way to do it for you. This is literally someone who just wants to be in a spiral of hurt and pain. This is a karmic. This is a situationship. This is a stalemate. This is someone who I feel like some of you could be pouring more and more of yourself into. And you're like, but why are my cups always empty? Well, you can't keep pouring out and expect it to get filled back up and you ain't got nothing to put in it. Like, you know. You're only responsible for your own energy. You don't get to, you know, have a say for everybody else around you. But with that being said, we're going to end this with your super attractor. That's too many, Spirit. I just need one. Oh. Stop giving me like 3, 5 at a time. I just need one. What the hell? Some of y'all are fiending for it. Well, this sucks. I want good energy. It is good energy. I'm protecting you. I can hear that. Somebody's like about to click off this video like, this wasn't for me. Okay. And that's cool. Maybe it's not. Hopefully not, you know. All right. You have I can do less and attract more. So if nothing else I said got to you, I hope, you know, from the bottom of my heart, this does. A lot of times we want to attract a partner that we feel is what we deserve. And sometimes when we're low vibrational, we do tend to attract someone that is very low vibrational too, and they only bring us further down. So if you want someone that treats you right, takes care of you, they love you to death, you know, they want the best for you, then you have to up your own energy. You know, it's more simple than we make it sound, but again, like, don't feel that you're the one who has to do all the effort to attract. Attracting just means I'm in the present, this is my energy, these are my thoughts, and the universe just brings. So if you want, like, if the universe is to be in its masculine, you have to be in your feminine. That's how it works. So with that being said, Aries, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this resonated, but then again, I also hope it didn't, depending on the person. But if it did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure to give that community tab some love, pay attention, because I am posting into it a little bit more often. If it didn't, that's totally okay. Make sure to give this to someone who needs it. Definitely somebody else with Aries in their chart. And with that being said, if you guys would like to follow me on other forms of social media, including my other 2 YouTube channels, one for gaming, one for vlogging and beauty and all that fun stuff, go on ahead and check out my description box below. Other than that, I will see you guys in another video. Take care. I love you so, so much. And once again, Happy New Year. Bye.